Hello dear friends, welcome to a new reading, a general reading and not time specific reading. Being a general reading, please take in account only what you feel that is resonating with yourself. I'm speaking here about energies, I'm not speaking about sexes. I use the characters in the cards in order for me to be able to express myself, but that doesn't mean that if I'm expressing myself as a gender, I am addressing only that gender. We all have both energies in us, so please bear with me because it's much easier this way for me to keep a storyline. Because I am speaking about energies, these energies can also interchange. That means that I may speak directly to you, Virgo, because this is your reading, or I may speak directly to the cross-watcher. If this is your case, you will know it and you'll be able to identify it exactly from the storyline. Thank you for all of you who are making donations. I appreciate them. For those of you who are interested in private readings, you can find all the details in the description box below. I like to let the cards come out by themselves. I know this can take a while. This is why all the readings have chapters. So if you're not interested in this whole process, please feel free and go directly to the chapter that you are interested in. In case that the chapters are not being visible, you can always find the timestamps to the chapters also in the description box below. And with this, thank you again for watching, and let's start with your reading. For all who have the Sun, Moon, Rising, or planet Venus in the sign of Virgo, what's for their higher good to know now? What's best for them to know now? Now being the time that you are watching the recording. Best messages for Virgo, please. And everything that is for their higher good to know now. All who have the Sun, Moon, Rising, or planet Venus in the sign of Virgo. Death, sign of Scorpio. It can be that something comes to an end. You realize that you know that it's already not serving you. It's already not doing you any good. It's draining you of energy instead of energizing you. And you make this decision, what doesn't serve me anymore, in order to put an end to it so that I can start something new. It's about decluttering of everything that is staying put without helping us, in order to make the needed room so that something new can come in. It's also about a deep transformational period in your life. It's like deep down, in order for this new flower to come out, to soar to everything, it's like she's taking all the nutritious substances from deep within, from maybe something that already decomposed, and gave that nutrition in order to have this. I'm not saying that you are decomposing, but it's something that already served its purpose, came to an end, and with that, in every ending there is a new beginning. It's a period of time in which we make some changes, we transform ourselves, and it's not easy to be in that, but because this is the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio is always has a connection with the symbolism of phoenix. It's like rising from the ashes again and again and again. So let's see, Virgo. Best messages for Virgo, please. And everything, the Tower. So for sure something comes to an end. Maybe you are the one who's putting an end to something, but I stop here with the explanation so that if you are jumping ahead, to not lose anything. King of Wands, Two of Wands, Temperance, King of Cups, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups, and King of Wands. You have twice the King of Wands. I didn't spoke here because in this deck of cards there are two kings of whatever the sign is, one from the masculine energy and one from the feminine energy, but I will explain in a second. So at the bottom of the deck you have the Emperor. The Emperor is the energy that holds together your entire reading. It can be that current of energy that can move the reading in the direction that it needs to go. It also can be the energy in which you are right now. Sorry for a second. Sometimes it's subtle and you're not conscious about it. Sometimes it's stronger and you are conscious about it. And sometimes it can be so strong that even people around you are conscious about this energy. The Emperor is a sign of Aries. The Emperor, exactly as the kings, as I told you in this deck of cards, have two cards. One in the masculine energy and this is the one in the feminine energy. I don't like this card at all. It's like somebody that is very sneaky, they treat all the others much more. I'm above of everyone. Of course, it's the Emperor. He's the own ruler of his own life. But with this, it's like keeping all these people in leashes is manipulative. I don't like this card at all. But it's speaking about authority. It's speaking about maybe somebody that has authority over you. You gave them that authority. It can be a father figure, it can be a boss, it can be somebody that above everybody else. And maybe this is what's coming to an end with death, with the Tower that is here, in order for you to put yourself back in this authoritative position in your own life, in taking charge of your own life, in becoming the leader of your own life. I am the law in my own life. I am the one who's deciding where I'm going on, and so on. For sure, something comes to an end. You have that, and you have the Tower. And you have, wait a second, you have three kings, feminine and masculine energy from the Wands, and the King of Cups in feminine energy. I will explain everything. And you also have Temperance. Temperance, that is sign of Sagittarius. So you have Aries, Sagittarius being signs of fire. And you have the kings, the two kings of sign of fire. Maybe you had to deal with somebody from a fire sign, somebody that is very authoritative, or it's the time, it's the energy that is coming in order to take action. signs of fire being those signs that take action, that are unstoppable, that are very courageous, that set their intentions and follow them through, not stopping until they are getting there, and so on. Maybe you are the one who's putting an end to everything, because this character embraces this tower, and the tower is divine intervention. The tower is mainly, almost every time that it comes, it takes us by surprise, and I don't know why, because it announces itself. We know that things are not going well. We know that we need to make some changes. We know that we don't like it, but we don't do anything, and we all have our justification. Sometimes we had so much to deal with that we just say, I'm doing tomorrow, and tomorrow comes something else and we forget about it, or I'm sick and tired to be the only one who's doing something, and we all have this. But when it comes, it usually takes us by surprise. Here in this case, I'm thinking that you are the one that is bringing the tower down, or at least you are understanding that it needs to come down. This is why it comes down. It can be dramatic, it can be traumatic, but that's not the reason. The reason is Destiny knows that we deserve much more better than this, and through bringing the tower down, in fact, it gives us the opportunity in starting anew from scratch, in order to start with a solid foundation. The tower doesn't have a solid foundation. This is why with one hit it crumbles down. So it's a blessing in disguise, but it can, if we are focusing on trauma, we'll be able to see only that. Please try it and see it, and I think that you are, because you are embracing it, in seeing it, the opportunity in starting anew, starting with that solid foundation, and you are taking action in doing that. And you see this King of Cups in feminine energy. It's the King of Cups, although it's the sign from the Cups suit, emotional, and the Queen of Cups, it can be because she's very empathic, and the King is also, but the King has the ability in taking only the lesson from the experience, even if it was a little bit hard, and not letting the negative side of it to influence his present or his future. The Queen of Cups can be a little bit too involved, emotionally involved, and yes, she feels everything much more intense, but happiness, good things, it's like ecstasy, and horrible things are traumatic. But the King of Cups, and it is the King of Cups, shows us, listen to your intuition, let your intuition guide you. It's like, this is knowing, it's, if you want like a higher self, I'm here, I'm guiding you, I'm getting you through, even if it may seem at this moment that is very narrow here, and it can be that you cannot make it in these not so quiet waters, but trust me, I have you. It's all right. I don't want to say detached emotionally, but knowing how to keep their strength keep their balance emotionally, so that they can come through. So act, listening to your intuition, but act, because everything is okay, it will be okay. King of Cups, of Wands, in the masculine energy and in the feminine energy. This is somebody who knows because they went through a lot. They have the maturity. This is emotional maturity, and because of this emotional maturity, they know how to keep in check their emotion. It doesn't mean that they don't feel it, but they know how to keep the control. And this is the impulsive one, the character that it's very fiery. They can be people that want, if I want this and I won't stop it, and they can, that everything it's very fiery and explosion, but they have the maturity in knowing how to control their impulsive side in order for them to wait for the perfect moment. So when they are striking, because they are determined, they are focused, they are courageous. When they strike, they will be led towards victory. And this is in feminine energy, continue and act. But the feminine energy, the queen, is the one who's knowing her own worth. Mainly, not that the king doesn't know, but because she knows who she is, she doesn't accept anything less than, and she becomes like a magnet. She attracts, this is the go-getter, and she attracts everything towards her. It's like through magic, if you want, with this magical wand, she attracts everything towards her. Right circumstances, right people, right solutions, people that can help her in getting where she wants. And that you need to act, but try and find a way in which you are sending your intentions, you are sending your intentions, and then wait for a while in order to see what's coming to you. And I'm saying that because you also have here the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands, it's speaking about, and also the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, it's speaking about, I know I'm at a crossroad and I need to make a decision. And the moment that I'm deciding, I'm also acting on it. It speaks about Wands, taking action. And the path that you choose will be the path that is opening you towards new horizons. It can be involving something that travel, the world is here, you can travel towards another place, you may need to change the place where you are residing, but also it can speak about a new domain of action that will open you towards new horizons. But this is deciding and acting on them. Then comes the Three of Wands. You already took some action and now you are waiting for some responses. And it may be that those responses are not coming so quickly as you would like to. And in this period of time, we may start and doubt ourselves. Did I act accordingly? Wouldn't it been better if I don't do that? Trust yourself, because the Three of Wands is also speaking about putting yourself back on your path. It's like you went through an experience that allowed you to gain experience, but maybe it was like a derail from what you wanted. And now through this decision that you are making, you are putting back yourself on your path. On its ships are coming in, waiting for them. And it's again, this was here, the same gesture, feminine character, keeping the ship safely, even if the waters are very unsafe. You're safe with the action that you are taking, because it will lead you exactly on your path. Temperance, it speaks about inner balance. As long as you can keep your inner balance, emotional balance, and be courageous, keep your emotions in check, but be courageous and act. Know how to, when to act, when to take action, and afterwards a little bit of period of waiting what's the response, keeping everything in balance. You will be protected. This is Archangel Michael. He knows best how to bring, because we are speaking here about two elements, fire and water, and you have King of Cups and King of Wands, water and fire. Water being emotions, fire being passions. Keep them in balance. For those two, water and fire, to coexist, they need to be in perfect balance, because a little bit from one element can be the end of the other. Water can put fire down, fire can bring water through through boiling and through evaporation. So if you feel that is useful, work with Archangel Michael. Ask him to help you to keep balance, to bring inner balance within yourself, in order for everything that you are starting and acting on to be balanced, so that the outcome is also balanced. Nine of Swords in reverse. It's marvelous that it came out in reverse. Nine of Swords is a very low frequency. Is I have no way out, I don't know what to do, there is no way out. It can be depression, it can be that feeling that everybody's with the eyes on you and you are being watched and you feel not so comfortable about it. It's like a nightmare. But coming out in reverse, it means that you are coming out of this with those endings that you are going through. It's not comfortable, it's not easy, but you decided and you took some action, and because of that you are coming out of this Nine of Swords. And you also have the Ten of Cups, that is the opposite of this. This is, for me, this is indication, even if it may feel like at first, feel like the decision in coming out of this situation that troubles you a lot and gave you a lot of headaches, nightmares, and so on, even if it may feel like, oh my God, what's happening? It's crumbling, and you may see everything crumble down, but it can also be something that crumbles down within yourself. The way that you looked at something, the way that you perceived something, the way that you believed in something or somebody crumbles down in order to open you towards other things. This is why you are moving from this state of being to this, moving towards quieter waters, where everything is happening in light, in love, in respect, in harmony. Everybody takes care of everybody. This can be family. For me, this is you taking some action, putting an end to something that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe you had to deal with somebody that is manipulative and authoritative, but that kind of tyrantship, that's the word. And with this action that you are taking, it may at first be those not so smooth waters, but you have it, you are protected. Just continue on, because you'll get here. So, dear Virgo, let's see. Ace of Swords. So a truth came out, or you got the clarity that you needed in order to see clearly, to be able to cut to the clouds, or to cut through what kept you away of seeing clearly. You had some epiphanies in order for you to know, this is where I want to go, these are my choices, and I'm going with them. And it's the one that will lead you towards victory. Exactly as I told you, even if you needed to wait a little bit in order, when you strike, you'll be led to victory. It's also, you can see it as the sword of Archangel Michael. So tell me more about the Tower. Why is the Tower here, please? Tell me more about the Tower, please. King of Swords, another king. So you have two Kings of Wands, one King of Cups, and now you have the King of Swords. And just look, the butterfly here. You had death, and death is about transformation. Who knows better how it feels to transform itself, to become a butterfly than the butterfly? So maybe you take some action, maybe you take matter in your own hands. This character is somebody that is strategic, and you have a lot in common with the air signs within that. You think a lot, you analyze a lot, you have a strategic mind. You don't make only one plan, you make multiple plans. You make plans to the back, you make backup plans, you make plans to the backup plans, and so on. And with that, you had a lot in common with the King of Swords. Swords being sign of air, air signs being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They have this ability in detaching themselves emotionally from what they are analyzing in order to find, they usually try the diplomatic way. That doesn't mean that if that doesn't work, they don't take their sword out, but they know very well how to communicate. The communication can be verbally or in writing. They can be people that are in the Justice Department. They know very well how to make papers, documents. You can be the one who's taking action, even with a lawyer, a judge, in bringing something down that doesn't serve you anymore. Put yourself under protection, under lawfully protection if you want, taking charge in doing that. For sure. And this is something that is transforming. This is, you know, it is an end, and from now on it starts something else, but that you are the one who's reaching this decision. And it's the only, you analyzed everything and you came to the conclusion, this is the only way to do things, and this is why you are embracing this Tower. Yes, it won't be always the easiest way of doing things, but it's the only one that can lead you towards this, to achieve what you really want. Harmony, love, respect, everybody being okay, taking care of each other, embracing each other in respect, versus this manipulative way of doing things. What's with the Two of Wands, please? Tell me more about the Two of Wands. I'm at a crossroad and I need to take action. I need to decide which way I want to go, and afterwards acting on it. Tell me more about the Two of Wands, please. Opening yourself towards new horizons, relocation, traveling. And I'm just looking at the proportion of this, and it's like through this experience you feel that you've grown so much. This window is too small for this kind of character, so you know that the decision is where you can grow further. Two of Wands. Tell me more about the Two of Wands, please. Why is the Two of Wands here, please? You choose the path of love, of respect, of family, of harmony, of this. I told you, you want to get there, and this is the only way how you can get there. This is why all this fiery energy is being activated within yourself. This is why you are so courageous in taking action. Maybe it's somebody that is inspiring you. It's like, this is why I'm fighting for, although I don't see it as a fight. I'm seeing it as removing, being willing to let go of everything that it doesn't serve you anymore. King of Wands, this King of Wands, please. Tell me more about the King of Wands. With that attraction capacity of the feminine energy, it's like you know that even, or maybe you already did, you were able to attract somebody with whom you can see this as possible. And this is why you are putting an end of everything that kept you from it. King of Wands, please. The Tower. It's, you really are attracting, you're embracing it, you understand that there is no way in continuing with it. I have to start from scratch. In order to get here, the Ten of Cups, I need to start from scratch. Maybe it was something at your job, if this is a boss or something, that kept you a very long time away from your family, and you are saying, this is it, I've had enough. What's with the Ten of Cups, please? In understanding that you need to keep a balance, you need to bring everything into balance, and that is most importantly to start with yourself. When there is balance within ourselves, our outer world is balanced. As long as our outer world is unbalanced, there is something unbalanced within ourselves that attracts that in our life. And maybe also this is why you are embracing it, because you understand it was not the right. I'm not saying it's right or not, it's a learning process. This is why I got to this situation, because something of my way of looking at things or thinking or approaching brought this, and now I'm willing to change it, to let it go, because I want this. Ten of Cups, please. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Seven of Swords and Six of Wands. Seven of Swords speaks about somebody that is very sneaky, somebody, the thief. He lies, he cheats, he does everything that he wants in order to get to his hidden agenda. I told you how I feel about this card. That manipulative, that they are very intelligent, don't underestimate them. The problem is they use their intelligence in very not at all in high frequency actions. But I think that this is the character that you are going in justice. I see this as a lawyer, as a judge, and going towards the Justice Department with this character and being victorious. This is you, if you want, having a fight with this fiery energy, but not physically. It's okay, I waited a lot, I gained everything that I needed in order now to catch you in the action of stealing, of doing illegal things and so on, and you'll be victorious. And over the 10 of Cups, it can be that 10 of Cups, it can speak about family. It can be that somebody from within your family did something like this, or you are taking charge. When these two are putting themselves together, this is very courageous. This is just tell me what I need to do, and I'm not stopping until I get there. And this is that strategic mind, that chess player that has 10 moves ahead the opponent. It's like the way that you acted towards this character that maybe wanted to do wrong to your family, and this is the mode that you, okay, this is it, I won't let anything happen this way to my family, and you'll be victorious. What's with the King of Wands? Tell me more about the King of Wands. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands speaks about a very hard lesson that is being learned, and it speaks about a lot of responsibility that burdened you a lot, and it's a hard lesson, but it's in reverse. So you integrated everything that it was to integrate with this episode in your life, and because you integrated, now you are starting the releasing process. The action that you are taking will lead you towards releasing of all burdens of this, of babies. Yes, somebody wanted to steal from your family, and you said, this is it, I've had enough, and I'm gathering all the information that I need with that strategic mind, with that lawyery part of it, and you'll be, but at first it may feel like, oh my God, what am I thinking of doing? Have faith, keep yourself in check, keep yourself in balance, because it will be just fine. But for a while it may feel a little bit bumpy. With 2 towers here, I don't doubt it. But you are coming out of this negative, I have no way out, I cannot, there is no, and you unburden yourself, you are releasing everything. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here, please? Because you are coming out of this energy of not having any way out of. Of course you have. Nine of Swords, please. It may be that this Nine of Swords, when it was like this, it was the doing of the manipulation, of the sneakiness of this character. Nine of Swords, please. Okay. Three of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. Putting yourself back on your path, waiting for some answers and maybe doubting yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Have faith, real faith. It's like nothing. Even if you can, she cannot see the outcome, but she knows it deep in her bones that they are coming in. Three of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. The World. And to an important chapter. And this character, not only it's being surrounded by the evangelist, so very guided, she's happy because it's like, whew, I know that everything that was hard comes to an end. I know that I integrated everything, and what's coming to an end is what kept me from moving on. And she knows that the next step will be in something new. And it's like, oh my God, I arrived at this moment where everything comes to an end. What was hard, what didn't work, what didn't brought me any good anymore. So with that, you'll know that you are putting back on your track. Of course, you are embracing the towers. Nine of Swords didn't want to, because it's obvious you are coming out of it with these endings, with this releasing, with the victory over something that was sneaky, was not at all illegal. It was illegal. It was not at all in light. What's with the King of Cups, please? Tell me more about the King of Cups. Keeping yourself in check with that emotional maturity that everything will go just fine. Not letting previous experiences defining your present and mainly your future. It's like overseeing everything. King of Cups, connecting with higher guidance, connecting with your higher self so that you know how to act. Page of Pentacles, and this is you, this is your energy. It's the first, yes, it's the first card of Pentacles. This is speaking about more than one lesson that is being learned. It's like you are going to the next level, and you know that everything that you'll do from now on will be, you'll know how to make it in a practical, pragmatical way so that it will bring much more value to your life, but in the sense also that you know now through this experience, through this maturity that you got, to put yourself much more in the spotlight, because you know your value, you know who you are, you know what you are capable of, and this will bring much more value towards you, the way that you are manifesting things in your life. Temperance. Tell me more about Temperance. is inner balance. As long as we are in balance, everything in our outer world is also in balance. It also speaks about everything is happening in divine timing, not later, not quicker, when everything aligns, where the perfect moment is. And this is the perfect moment in putting an end to something that was very draining, very oppressing, very like a tyrant. You had to deal with somebody that really, with a very nice face, they put on a very nice face, they manipulated like hell, and they took much more to themselves that they gave to others, and put a lot of pressure of you, and you've done with that. You are starting and putting yourself under protection. Legal protection also, please. Temperance. Why is temperance here, please? Six of Swords. You are leaving behind a situation where you put a lot of effort into it and the result was not according to the effort, and you are leaving something, water, this not calmer water, you are going towards calmer water, exactly as I told you here. You are going towards where everything is much more lighter, much more easier, but in respect, in harmony, in reciprocity. This is why you are taking action. Everything aligns itself. You need to take action. I told you how. Be fearless, because everything will be just fine. Even if at first they may feel very bumpy, embrace it, because it will bring you exactly where you need to be, where you want to be. Congratulations. Best message, best advice for Virgo at the end of the reading, please. Teacher in reverse. I feel that this is the character that posed as something and wasn't. People from the suits of people. I feel that you give them a lesson. So I will hold it upright, but read from the reverse side. The title is Guide. This card, reverse, can indicate some present feeling of being out of balance, unsure and uninspired. Perhaps an important issue needs to be resolved, or you can't quite figure out how to approach a path you long to take. You may feel confused about a situation or relationship, but this card is telling you it's time to calm down and reevaluate what's going on. There may be someone who can help you in this matter. In fact, you may have been given advice already. Go within and investigate what would be the most honoring solution. Open up to guides, teachers, friends, and potential mentors, both in the personal and spiritual world. The guidance you receive could be exactly what you need in order to shift the situation and get your life back in balance. Affirmation: I open up to the guidance and inspiration available to me. The knowledge I need comes in many wonderful ways. So, this is one of them. This is why you are embracing it. You understand how to let everything else flow, go as the King of Cups does, in order to be led with this. I'll be the tsunami, she's the water. I'll be the tsunami if I need to, in order to give me that force, wave, to push me exactly where I need to be, where I want to be. And that's balance, that's harmony with the Ten of Cups again. So I hope this helped. If you like what you are seeing, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you're welcome. This being said, thank you again for watching. Take care. Bye.